Okay. How to edit the oh well. See. Okay. So hello everyone. I'm just gonna start off. You're all probably very familiar with, let me make sure this is gonna save actually. It should. I think it should automatically. Unlist live replay. It's not gaming. It's like that one, I guess? I don't know. No. Okay. Okay. So I don't care about chat being disabled. Why is chat disabled? I don't really care, but yeah, live chat. Why is it disabled? Hello. I guess they looked at me and they were like, guys, I'm over 18, please. I swear. Okay, so you're probably very familiar with this, like, this, but this is the KRI News folder. So once you get into that, you just kind of, you gotta know where to go, okay? And, okay. Why is there so much? Okay, so you're gonna click on this part here. You're gonna go to 2026. You're gonna go to February, because that's what it is. And we're working on February 5th. I hate that it's named wrong, because I'm very particular about how it's named. Like, I like it being like this. Also because we're cooler than the Tuesday News, so you want it to be a 5. You can just do 5. February. I think that's how you spell February. Hopefully. Let's see. February. Okay. Yeah. And then you're gonna go here. And this is like all the parts that have been edited already. Awesome. Nat already did this. I haven't even seen this. I don't have to watch this right now. Does this have audio? You just kind of, you gotta know where to go. Okay, yeah, it does. Okay. Anyways, and so then you're going to come over here, go to Raw, and you can see we have a lot of clips in here. What is this? Oh, he was doing that. Okay. I'm gonna start, shout out to my guy, and then here's this one. Okay. I should probably do the sports first, but I'm guessing that she kind of wants me to focus on doing, I don't know why there's so many of them. I think these are the ones that I need, but maybe I should take that one just in case. No, these look the same. Okay, so click and then shift click. Oh, okay, no, so now it doesn't want shift click to select all of them and then download. When it downloads, it is gonna download as like a whatchamacallit, it is going to download as a zip file, and so then you're going to go to Premiere Pro. That's usually the one that I'm going to edit in, unless you're like doing like some crazy weird effects. You're just going to want to edit in Premiere Pro. Hopefully this will load. Okay, so you just wait for that, and then I'm also waiting for this. This might crash because I don't know if it can handle everything I'm doing. Okay, so I'm on my internship right now. Desktop. Oh, this is a little scary. Okay, not really. I just go to downloads. Actually, it's just, I don't want it to upload here. I just want it to upload to my desktop. Okay. And then wait for that to load, and then we're waiting for this to load as well. First thing, you also want to have create new sequence selected, because that's what you want it to do the first time. This is probably a big file because these are really, like, this is, we messed up a lot, so, hopefully, this could be really bad. Okay, extract all, and I don't really actually have, I really should just have, like, a dedicated folder to the news, but I just don't, because I just don't care enough, and so it just all goes in my downloads, which honestly, probably not the best, but who really cares? So it does that, and then you're gonna go here. Well, you don't have to go here. If you can just come here and then click downloads, and it should, you have to extract it because it's a zip file, and then you can tell I didn't really care about the names of these, but Christian was kind of crashing out, poor guy. Okay, and the sequence is what, when you export, the sequence is what it's going to be named, so you're going to just name it, usually I name it something like that, news final 2_5, or just something like that, and then I do it to the project name too, because it just makes everything easier. 2_5, okay, great. Okay. And it's loaded. Oh god, this is scary.
Good morning.
Okay, for a second there, I thought I had no audio because it wasn't showing, like, the thing down here, and I got a little scared. Okay, I think it starts with this one. No, I actually don't know which one it starts with. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Okay, no, it doesn't start with that one. I think it starts with this one, because it's called Anchors 1, but it might also start with the other one. Why are you crying?
I'm not crying.
He was definitely crying.
Okay.
A little as you said that, I got it right. Yep. See, and, like, sometimes I literally, like, sit there and mess with the camera for forever. Like, you can see me doing it in this one. I think that was the problem. And I think I just never got it.
And Kate marries me at the end.
Oh my god. Take that out of there. We were talking about the short film. And we have this, like, inside joke. It's kind of peak. Okay. Are you crying? Okay. You're fine. Just don't. It really looks like you're, like, kind of, like. It really did. It looked like he. I was saying it, like, looks like he's, like, coming over on him. Like, they're, like, right on top of each other, which they kind of have to be sometimes. For this.
Good.
Christian's so funny. Okay, let's go back. Okay. Oh wait, right? That's what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Is it recording?
Yep.
Good morning,
I already know,
navigators.
see, and in my head, I already know that it took us, like, a couple tries, so, like, I'm
And this is your...
just gonna skip past a lot of this.
Good.
So.
Alright, let's go.
Go ahead.
Good morning.
I just saw that someone was watching my stream for a brief second. That was a little scary. I could have done this unlisted, but I just don't care enough. Go ahead.
Good morning.
And I was
Morning,
clearing my
navigators.
throat,
I'm Christian,
so I
And
told him
I'm
to just
Zach.
redo it.
Today
I
is
think after
Thursday,
this.
February 5th, and this is your Navigator News.
And he hated that
Why
he
did I
did
do
that.
that point?
Yeah, he hated that. So, I mean, a lot of the time, just listen to your anchors. If they don't like it, then redo it. It's not that big of a deal.
Good morning.
At the end of the day, they're the ones on camera, so.
No, don't put that in.
Yeah.
I really wanted that to go in the news.
Good.
To be honest. Okay. So then it starts. I think Christian, like, crashed out at least, like, 4 times while we were filming this. That's just Christian.
Good morning, navigators. I'm Christian.
And I'm Zach.
Today is Thursday, February 5th, and this is your Navigator News.
Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
And that was our first good take, so that was good. And then, before you start splitting everything up, you're gonna want to green screen the background, which you're just gonna type in Ultra key in effects over here. Wherever that may be. It may not always be there, and if you can't find it, you're just gonna go to Window, and then effects. But also I used the razor tool down here to like cut some stuff earlier. I kind of just get into the zone sometimes, so I forget to talk about it. The lighting is a little crappy here, but it's okay.
Good morning, navigators. I'm Chris.
So, if you notice that, you can sometimes do auto contrast. If that'll work. We'll see. No, that just made them worse. Okay. So if that makes them worse, go to brightness and saturation, brightness and contrast, sorry. And then you're gonna go here. And I think they need more brightness, maybe? Let's try like a 4. And then let's turn the contrast down, because it's very like high contrast.
And I'm Zach.
Today is Thursday, February 5th.
Maybe negative like 1.
And this is your
Maybe even more. Maybe 5.
Navigator News.
Now please stand for the pledge of
That's like 2 non-contrast. It's a lot of trial and
allegiance
error,
and a moment
honestly.
of silence.
I don't know like why. See, and that one's obviously like decontrasted. What does it look normally? Hold on. Okay, yeah, no, it should be like -2. Yeah, that looks good, I think. Probably. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay.
Good morning,
They're still really orange, though. You can kind of see.
navigators.
And it's like, maybe even too bright.
I'm Christian.
And I'm Zach.
Today is Thursday,
See, you got it.
February 5th. And this is your Navigator
We have to turn it down.
News.
I don't know. It might be good as is, because I'm not really noticing a whole difference when I do change it. What I really think I need is some, like, color adjustment. Maybe color balance. I'm not, like, super good with this stuff. It looks like they're kind of red, if you guys see that, but more yellow, which yellow is a mix of green and blue. So let's try turning down both of those. Maybe like a -5 and another -5. Okay, now they're red. Okay. Kate doesn't know how to use this. I'm just gonna leave it as is. They look fine. And then you gotta find a background. A lot of people really liked the one from last week, so I think I'm just gonna use that one. If I can find it. I have a lot of stuff on here. But most of it is just news oriented, so. I don't know where I put. Where did I get the, like, one? That was such a good thing that I used. There it is. I went past it. Why didn't you guys say anything? And now, see how I'm adding another clip? I don't want it to make a new sequence now, so I'm just gonna turn that off, because I already have my sequence right here. And if you leave that on, it gets really annoying after a while. Okay, wait, I don't want the audio in the back of this, so you can open this as a new tab, and then just click this, which I did by double tapping, and then just grab this, and put it there. Just like that. Oops.
Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a
Oof.
moment of silence.
It's really showing how, like, yellow they are. I don't know why they're so yellow. Sometimes you just gotta Google stuff, but, auto color, is that a thing? Please tell me that's a thing. Auto color, okay. Oh, okay, that actually worked. Okay, see? Sometimes that's just what you gotta do. And then I might turn the contrast back up a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. That looks a lot better, actually. Okay. And I might even turn the brightness up just so that it matches, like, the background. That looks good.
Hey, you know what I found out the other day?
What did you find out? He messed. It was really funny. This is where we kind of entered.
Good morning, navigators. I'm Christian.
And I'm Zach.
Today is Thursday, February 5th. And this is your Navigator News.
Okay. And then I'll cut right there, because recently we've been putting the whatchamacallit, the intro right there. So, I have it on my desktop, so I'm just gonna search intro. I think it's this one, yep. And I don't feel like doing anything special, so I'm just gonna add that in, just like that.
Good morning, navigators.
But if you want to know how to find it on here, it's under KRA News Edit, and then you go to Resources, Resource for the Editors, Intros, And then it is, do not use this, bro. It is, I think, this one, yeah. Use this. It literally says use this, so that might help. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna go.
And this is your navigator news.
Okay, so there is a little pause at the beginning that you can leave in or remove, but I have been removing it recently. And also, I don't like how they are.
News.
Like, I want it to cut earlier.
Navigator news.
Like, that's a little bit of an awkward pause. So if you notice that, you can just kind of go back and remove that. Delete. We're gonna do that.
Navigator news.
Perfect. And it's already coming together. Dun, 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 dun. And then just right there. And then we're just gonna select all this, bring it back. If you notice that it's not like snapping to where you want it to be, press S on your keyboard or just click this little thing and it will snap right to where you want it to go.
Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
Okay, and then we already have the pledge and stuff in the folder. So I'm gonna go back to news videos and 2026 and February. Oh, wrong one. February 5th. Edited. And we're gonna, oopsies. You're gonna wanna just select both these and download. Okay, and then double click on this and extract all. You can choose a place to extract to, but I just don't care enough to do that. And then I guess I can show you, this is another way to just add them in, is you can just click on this and select and then drag and drag in here, which I think is kind of cool. And I'm just going to close out these because I don't need those. And then take this. I like to zoom out a little bit just so that I know I'm not going to overlap this stuff over here, but I moved it so far it's not going to overlap. And I like to move it out of the way, that way I'm not like going to place it right on top of it and then overlap some of my footage, you know, just stuff like that. So, I got Miss Bird Takes a Little Bit Pledge here, so. Oh, I just realized I removed part of that. What did I do? Undo. Oh, okay. So what happened is I moved this over here. And see, sometimes stuff like that happens. Which is fine. Okay. And then you're just gonna see.
Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
And I'm just gonna click that to cut those. You can link these together if you want. Usually that is what I do. But it also means that when you like cut like the anchors, it's also going to cut this, which can make your jump cuts look a little more aggressive, if that makes sense, because you see the background jumping and the anchors jumping. I just prefer to leave them unlinked.
Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
And then you're just going to take this.
Allegiance and a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Ooh, the audio is a little echoey. So when that happens, come over here to Essential Sound, Edit, and then you're gonna click like, let me back up. You're gonna click Dialogue, because it's dialogue, and then sometimes you can, I don't really like that. So I tend to do reduce reverb for like when it's really echoey like that.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God.
Already sounds so much better, but I don't really like how like aggressive it is.
Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, that's so much better. Is this echoey too?
Navigators, I'm Christian.
And I'm Zach.
Today is Thursday, February 5th, and this is your Navigator News.
It's honestly not that bad. I'm gonna still do it, just a little bit though. Because that's one that's like the most common with this news, is that the echo.
Morning Navigators, I'm Christian.
And I'm Zach.
Today is Thursday, February 5th.
So you can already hear the difference, can't you guys? And then you're gonna come here, and I'm gonna do the same here, and then I'll just do it to all of this here as well. Why does it say that there's a problem? Oh no, I don't want it on that. Oops, undo. What did I do? Okay, click here. That's fine. That's fine. And then I want to click on this one. Dialogue, reduce reverb, and then I'm just going to do 2, just like the other one.
Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
Perfect. And then she does all this.
Standing for a moment of silence.
Oh. Interesting.
You may now be seated.
Okay. So that's fine. And, I would add the transitions here, but I just like, yeah, I'll add them here. Sorry, you can probably hear my family in the background. They're laughing a lot. Okay, so Essentials Graphics is where I get the transitions from. You can always make your own on something like Adobe Express. I just don't care enough. And the one that I've been using recently, actually, is this, like, sports one, because it was really fun. I really liked it when we used it the other day. So you just kind of add it where you think it might go. Sometimes it'll snap in a weird spot. That's fine, you just adjust it as you need to go. And then you come over here to Essentials Graphics with this selected, and you click Edit, Highlight Color, and I like to do this red instead of this red. I'm sure there's probably actually no difference, but yeah, there isn't. But I just feel better knowing it's a pink red instead of a red orange, you know? Just in my heart, even if it's the same color. Anyways, and so the way to check your transitions is
Moment of silence.
you want the part where, like, it's, like, fully, so see, it's still them, it's still them, it's still them, then it's fully covered and you can't see anything, and see how it was them for a brief second. So after it had been fully covered, you want it to, that means that I need to move it more this way, I believe. But if I'm wrong, then it's fine, I can just fix it. Sometimes I forget. So do we see them at all? And we're going through this just frame by frame, and see, no. Now I don't see them at all, which is perfect. It and I don't see her at the end of this either. So boom, it's fully dark, and then transitions to her.
Moment of silence.
Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And then, just gonna zoom out a little bit. So it's gonna fully transition. I like rewatching my stuff a lot. It's just a habit I have. Okay, and then we're gonna copy and paste that. I just click Control Z, Control V, and again, it's definitely not gonna be perfect right here. So we're gonna see. It might be perfect. No, it's way too early. So we're gonna move back this way. And let's see. It's still her. It's still her. And it's them. Perfect. Let me just double check though, because I feel like I might have messed it up. Okay, no. Yeah, it looks fine. Okay. Then you're gonna zoom out. Well, yeah, what's up? Sure.
I'll just say, what did you find out? He'll get that.
Okay, coming back. I was kind of just briefly looking through this, and you can see this like haze at the top here. That's from the green screen, which I didn't notice, and it's going on in all of them. So the way to see this easier is we're gonna come over to our Ultra key, and sometimes you can select like these darker colors, and it'll fix that a little bit more. And then you can see stuff like this down here. This like lighter color is now contrasting. I'm streaming. And you're gonna come here. I told you that.
No, I didn't know that.
I literally am I crazy? Okay, and then you're gonna come here and you can kind of see that like this part is no one. It's just for to save the video so that Miss Bertig can play it in class.
Who's streaming? What are we
Bro.
talking to? It's all gonna be the back of your video.
Literally. I mean I cut you out of part of the other part of that. So it's fine. Okay, and then we're gonna turn the shadow. Maybe. Sometimes that helps. See how that like got rid of that kind of haziness up there? But then you want to come and check this always, because sometimes it'll also, see how it, like his shirt is kind of speckled now? Okay, so she just gave me a quarter zip. So that means it needs to come back up a little bit. I forgot what it was on originally, but we can see what that does. So we can still see some of that up here, but it might have helped in this area. This is a lot of trial and error, by the way. This part is.
Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and
So that's still kind of a little.
a moment of silence.
Let's see. So we can see a little bit of it here too as well. The other ones that you can kind of check. I tend to stick between these two because these will like do the most. Let's see if maybe this will help. Sometimes different things help. Maybe 100. Nope. You can still see all of that up there. Pedestal. I don't even know what half these things are. Okay, so that made it worse. So maybe if we go the other direction, it'll make it better. Boom. So we're gonna see. Composite, how does it look? Okay, so he's really speckly still. Let's see what the shadow is set on over here. 55. So I think I definitely need to turn the shadow back up. So let's set it to like 40. And then let's see what that does over here. So now we're seeing a lot of this. So maybe we can compensate by turning this back up. Okay. Even more. Even more. Boom. Okay. So we don't see that anymore. I'm not seeing a whole lot of specks on his jacket. But again, that can kind of like... I don't see anything over here as well, so let's kind of see what this looks like now. This looks good. He's still a little speckly on his jacket. Let's just double check though.
Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, a little speckly here. But not too much. I'm just gonna turn the shadow back up to like 50 so that we really get rid of that.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
Yeah, I don't see the speckles as much as I did. And
now please stand for the
if
Pledge
there
of
are
Allegiance
still
and a moment of
speckles, they're
silence.
not noticeable. So now we're gonna go to alpha and just double check this. So we're back with that, which I'm just gonna set this to 100 because this seems to be working. And then we're gonna go back to composite, see how that affected it. He's kind of speckly again.
Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
But not enough that I'm worried about. Let's
Please
see.
stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
Okay, he looks fine.
For the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, and I don't even see the part over here anymore as well. Let's see, alpha channel.
Now please stand.
Yeah, no, there's nothing here. Okay, so this is perfect. This is what we want to see. And then, so I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to paste it on the other clip. But you do have to get rid of that past Ultra key. And then just copy Control-V. Ooh, I do see it there a little more. So let's go here. Maybe do a different green. See if that worked.
It's Thursday, February 5th, and this is your navigator.
Perfect. Looks perfect. Alright, and then composite and double check. Why are they
Good morning.
yellow now? Did I not turn on auto color here? Or is it like in the wrong spot? Let's see. Go down, please. There we go. Okay, so I just had to move it down.
I'm Christian.
And I'm Zach.
Today is Thursday.
Sometimes you just have to do that. It's just how it is. Okay, and then we're gonna set this back to composite.
Pledge of Allegiance and
Perfect. Okay, and then we're just gonna copy Control-C and remove that. This is a really interesting shot. And then you're gonna do that. And then the auto color, I guess, is not in the right spot again for some reason. because you can see that they're yellow, which is not my goal. I think the Ultra key, I guess, has to be above auto color. If you see that, like, you're not seeing one of your effects, sometimes that helps just moving them around in the little area over here.
Needed.
Okay, and I know that we messed this clip up a bunch of times, so I'm already gonna skip and just, I don't know why it keeps shifting colors too, that's really weird. I don't think I've ever had that happen. But you can see towards, there's different spots here where it's like shifting colors, which is really weird. But that could just be from the auto color not working super awesome. I don't really know. But we can figure it out. If it happens, like, while they're in an important scene, then I'll just, like, switch it out. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just cut it and right where it happens. Okay.
Thank you.
Hey.
We kept laughing, like, over and over again. I'm sure there's a reason for it, but, like, look at that. Why does it keep shifting colors? Is that what happens? So now I'm gonna check, this is Anchor's one, right? I'm gonna see if that happened while we were filming, if we see it, like, changing color. Yeah, so look at how the light here keeps, like, shifting between dark and, like, light. It's probably something to do with him covering his face. So you can see when he takes his hand off his face, the camera was probably refocusing. Let's see if we can notice that happening again. Again, puts hand on face, and then it darkens a little bit later. Puts hand on face, darkens a little bit later. Like right here, his face was briefly covering, and then it darkens. So that's probably just something that happened. Not a big deal, again, something that can be easily fixed. So just gotta figure out where it happens, and when we finally stop messing up. That's really funny. You can see, oh, this was really funny, actually.
Hold on, I'm gonna go grab my water.
Hold on. Wait.
I almost really want to include this, but I might just include it at the end. It's kind of really funny.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what I found out the other day? We actually are allowed to go to...
And if you're wondering why he's done this, because these, like, that whole time, it was because we kept messing this up. To be fair, it was partially my fault, because the script was kind of not how it was supposed to be, but it's kind of really funny, and I wanted to leave it in, because I thought it was really good. Like, I'm literally dying. Okay, so then I come in.
Thank you.
And we had joked about me helping.
Hey, you know what I found out the other day? We actually are allowed to go to the Spirit Night at Advent Health Center ICE.
Oh yeah, and it's tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it's tomorrow. And then, off to the weather.
Okay, perfect.
And then he
Okay,
spawns
don't
back
worry, we
in.
got past that
We
part.
did it.
Okay, we got past
It's
that part.
really loud out there.
Sorry.
Oh no. Okay,
Uh,
she's mogging the camera, okay.
Off to the weather.
Okay, perfect. Okay, don't worry, we got past that
We
part.
did it.
Okay, we got past that
It's
part.
really loud.
Okay, I'm just gonna save that. Because if I, like, sometimes if I think something's, like, actually funny, I might include all the times we messed up, and then just show it at the end. Because I think it's funny. Okay, did we ever start, like, okay, no. We never got past that part. Okay. I think I just restarted it because we were taking so dang long. So, right here.
Like, she's gonna forget about it.
So this was, I don't think we ever were doing anything here. I think this was just me adjusting the camera. Anchor's 3, let's figure out which one this one is.
I'm hungry.
Bro, okay, let's freaking say this.
Okay.
I said, let's freaking say this, guys. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what I found out the other day? We actually are allowed to go to the Spirit Night at Advent Health Center ICE. Bro, it wasn't even that bad. It wasn't
I
even
didn't
that bad.
laugh. I
it
didn't
wasn't even
laugh.
that bad.
I'm sorry. Bro. It wasn't my fault, bro. They messed up like so many times. Okay. I couldn't hold it together at that point. Like, you guys, if you have spare time, that file is really funny.
Thank you.
Bertic just walked in the room. I forgot
Thank
what
you.
was said right then. Okay, so we're gonna start right there. He was talking.
Hey, you know what I?
Please say. Okay.
Hey, you.
Okay, I need him saying thank you. Do I have him saying thank you? There we go. Okay, so he says it right then.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what I found out the other day? We actually are allowed to go to the Spirit Night at Advent Health Center Ice.
Oh yeah, and it's tomorrow.
It's just hosted by the class.
In here,
What?
what y'all cooking?
Did you hear my grandma just walk in the room and just go, what are you guys cooking up in here? Hello? That was funny. Okay. And then we're gonna move this part over here. Well, actually the news background is right here. So we'll do it right there. And then let's see how this looks. And again, we are gonna have to ultra key this, so I'm gonna try and just copy and paste. Okay, my parents are leaving to go somewhere.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what I found out the other day?
I hope my dad doesn't make me go with him to trivia. Please don't make me go with you. Okay. And then we're gonna paste that.
We actually are allowed to go to the Spirit Night
Let's make sure everything looks good here.
at Advent Health Center Ice.
Yep, looks good.
Oh yeah, and
Wait, let me double check.
Yeah, it's
I'm looking at
tomorrow.
this corner here.
It's just hosted
Looks good.
by the class of 2077.
2077.
Just start from
Yeah.
there. I don't want to.
I'm like, I don't want to make him say it over again. I'm sorry, guys. I sound so, like, crazy in these clips. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I just be laughing. Okay.
Hey, you know what I found out the other day? We actually are allowed to go to the Spirit Night at Advent Health Center.
I felt so bad about this, bro. But, like, also, why did they, like, oh my goodness. Why did they, like, advertise the fact that it was class of 2027 so prominently? It made it sound like it was only for the class of 2027. It's not my fault.
Ice.
Oh yeah, and it's tomorrow.
It's just hosted by the class of 2077.
Okay, I don't know when we, like,
By the class of 20. It's just.
I don't know why he got so, like, whatchamacallit, like, randomly excited about it. He's just like, it's just hosted by the class of 2027. Okay. Did they start laughing again after that? No, I don't think so. Okay.
The other day, we actually are allowed to go to the Spirit Night at Advent Health Center Ice.
Oh yeah, and it's tomorrow.
And it's tomorrow. You want it to kind of, when you're gonna do a jump cut like this, where you don't have a transition in between, you want it to, like, be like, oh yeah, and it's tomorrow, and then him almost immediately after say that. You don't want to include, like, any breath or pause, because then it, like, looks really bad. I'll kind of show you what that would look like if you left that in. So, like, you can, hopefully this,
And it's tomorrow.
It's just.
see how there was, like, kind of a pause there?
And it's tomorrow.
It's just hosted.
Like, it doesn't feel like natural dialogue anymore. It kind of, it feels like, you know, we, like, purposefully cut, which is not really the truth. So you'll
Yeah,
see.
and it's tomorrow.
So I would probably cut, like, a frame sooner on here, and then
It's just.
let's see how this looks.
It's tomorrow.
It's just hosted by.
Okay, so I would actually put that back.
Tomorrow.
It's just.
Still, like, feels like I'm putting too much.
Tomorrow.
It's just hosted.
That's almost good.
Yeah, and it's tomorrow.
It's just hosted by the class of 2027.
That was pretty good. I don't know what I was talking about, but, like, if I do another jump cut, I'll cut
It's just hosted by the class of 2027.
Okay. I don't.
No.
I'm gonna say SGA because it sounds weird.
Bruh. So again, I'm gonna cut like right here, but let me show you like what it would be like if I left too much space there. So like if I left like
It's
that much space, you would see that it doesn't like flow
And
as
it's
well.
tomorrow.
it's just
Like see, when I leave that in, you just want it to cut right when he's about to talk about the dialogue. You don't want to include his like breath or anything, just straight into what he's saying.
Tomorrow.
it's just hosted by the class of 2027.
See how that feels more natural.
Yep, the event will be from 7:45 to 9:45. So show up and show up.
He didn't understand what that was. Oh my gosh, I actually got rage-baited here. And then we had this whole debate over what show out and show up and show out means. And then poor Christian had to say it again.
It's
And that happens sometimes. Like, usually when we film the news, it's not this bad. This was just a really bad filming day. And it was no one's fault, probably mine, if anything, because I wrote the script so last second, but
Tomorrow.
it's just hosted by the class of 2027.
Yep, the event will be from 7:45 to 9:45 p.m. So show up and show out. All of you, any grade.
Something that does apply to one grade level seniors, make sure that your graduation fees are
course,
paid.
poor
They're
Christian.
due tomorrow.
You know, that's probably a good idea. Almost as good as getting your senior quote in the yearbook and voting for the senior superlatives.
100%. I'm gonna make mine. I'm really hungry. Let's pass it over to lunch.
I really wanted that to be what it was, except we've already done the senior superlatives, which is then when he tells me. And then he does this whole thing where he's like,
Case.
I'm so
Case.
which is honestly really funny, and I kind of want to leave in parts of it, because he just keeps saying it over and over again.
Also, I hope you.
It's really funny. I might leave that in at the end. And he just keeps saying it, and then they're like, oh, by the way, you left in, like, that's being recorded. And he keeps saying it. I was like, bro, it's really funny. Oh my god, I'm cracking up. Oh wait, I don't think I fixed the color on this last scene, did I? Yeah, I didn't fix the coloring. So you can see it's like again, like very yellow. So let's find auto color. Again, auto color right here. Boom, perfect. We're gonna add it to this one too. And then why does it do that? Why does it not do
The event will be
flip?
from 7:45 to 9:45.
Ah, what is happening? I want you to stay the same, please.
5 p.m. So show up and.
Okay, I don't like how it keeps like switching.
Health Center Ice.
Oh yeah, and it's tomorrow.
It's just hosted by the class of 2027.
Yep, the event will be from 7:45 to 9:45 p.m. So show up and show out. All of you, any grade.
Something that
So I don't know why it's doing that. I might just remove it and then try it again and see if that does it. Nope, it still looks wrong. So it glitches like right there. Let's try auto levels maybe? That might fix it? Okay, there we go, that's not bad. Okay, that looks good actually. I might just leave it like that and apply that to the other ones, even though I don't really like it as much as I like this one. Like this one looks so much more natural. This is making me upset. I wish it would just like
2027.
Yep, the event will be from 7:45 to 9:45 p.m. So show up and show out. All of you, any grade.
Something that
it doesn't glitch with that though.
does
which is
apply
nice.
to one grade level seniors. Make sure
Maybe I could just like turn this all the way off. What if I remove this now? Does that set it
2027.
back to normal? Okay, why does it do that? You see what I mean? I honestly don't know. I've never run into this. Okay. Oh, my arm just twitched.
something
Let me
that
see.
does.
I could just apply both of these, and then it might like. Let's see if I apply auto levels up here.
Grade.
Something that does apply to one grade level seniors. Make sure that your grad.
What does this do? don't know. I could do auto contrast and that might help as well. Let's see. Auto contrast. There we go. That's cute. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think I'm gonna just leave it like that for this.
It's just hosted.
So I'm gonna have to layer it like this on all of them. So it's gonna go auto contrast, auto color, auto levels. Okay. So because it was doing that weird glitching thing and now it's not once I added all of that stuff, which is the only reason why I'm doing this. And yes, it looks a little washed out, but it's better than whatever it was doing. I'm sure there's a reason for it and I could Google it. I just don't really care. Question mark? I don't know. Okay. So Control C, Control V, and I want auto levels to be on the top. So let's scroll down here. Well, I want it to be on the top of the autos. So we'll put it here. And then we'll grab auto contrast. Put it there. We want that on the very bottom. Perfect. Alright, so that looks
Health
good.
Center Ice.
Oh yeah, and it's tomorrow.
It's just hosted by the class of 2027.
Yep. The event will be from
So that looks a lot
7:45 to
better.
9:45 p.m. So show up and show out. All of you, any grade.
Something that does apply to 1 grade level seniors.
Okay.
Make sure that your graduation fees are paid. They're due tomorrow.
And I will go back and have to apply that to this one and this one as well. But I'm just glad that we caught that while we were ahead.
You know, that's probably a good idea. Almost as good as getting your senior quote in the yearbook and voting for the senior superlatives.
Okay, so we ended up taking that out, was the thing. Because apparently he told me that it's too late to vote. Where's my chapstick? My lips are chapped. 1 second. It's like in my pocket. Okay. Okay. And then okay. So why did he keep saying that, bro? I'm actually gonna go insane.
Wait, who's LA? Oh,
Oh
one.
my gosh. Get a load of this guy. Who's LA? Are we serious? And then I think okay, yeah, I just ended it because it took too long and I was like, bro. Okay, when did I stop it? I forgot.
It's just hosted by the class of 2027.
Okay, so they were giggling too much, and so I was like, this is gonna make the video too long. So at that point, I had just cut it. Like, this is so abnormal, by the way, for us doing the news. This is not how it should be. Usually it's just one take. This was very abnormal. Okay, so I think the way I need to apply this is, oh, I need to add the ultra key. Hopefully that looks good. Okay, and then you're just gonna take, so I think it applies from the bottom up, so I'm gonna want to apply auto levels, auto color, auto contrast. So let's try that. Auto levels, auto color, auto contrast. Perfect. So it kind of layers itself. So let's find out where it finally opens. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I think it starts right here.
How about you, Christian?
Okay, that was funny. Okay, so where does it start?
By the way,
When did we...
Bro, okay. Just freaking say this.
Okay.
by the way, what did you make your senior quote?
Oh yeah, okay, so they just started right here.
Okay.
So we kind of switched the lines around a little bit because it wasn't working. And he told me that they're not still doing senior quotes, so I think it's...
Up and show out. All of you, any grade.
Something that does apply to 1 grade level seniors. Make sure that your that your graduation fees are paid. They're due tomorrow.
You know, that's probably a good idea. Almost as good as getting
Paid. They're due tomorrow.
So I want to stop right where he stops talking.
Here's make sure that your graduation fees are paid. They're due tomorrow.
Right there. And then I'm just going to cut right here, and then take this, move it up.
Graduation fees are paid. They're due tomorrow.
By the way, what did you make your senior quote?
I made mine. I'm so hungry. Let's hand it over to the
Go run
lunch.
that back.
Bro, no. Here you go.
I'm
so hungry, bro. Okay. Right there.
By the way, what did you make your senior quote?
I made mine. I'm so hungry. Let's hand it over to the lunch.
You know what? That's fine. I don't even care anymore.
At that point, I didn't even care. I was just like, yeah, we're just gonna do that.
Hungry. Let's hand it over to the lunch.
You know what? That's fine. I don't even care anymore.
Fees are paid. They're due tomorrow.
By the way, what did you make your senior quote?
I made mine. I'm so hungry. Let's hand it over to the lunch.
You know what? That's fine. I don't even care anymore.
Okay, that's kind of funny, so I might leave that in. Like, you know, you can kind of, like, have your own will with it if you think that's funny, you know, because you don't want it to be cringy. And it's kind of like this fine line. I can kind of feel it sometimes. So, like, you can tell that if I were to cut, like, right here.
I made mine. I'm so hungry. Let's hand it over to the lunch.
Okay, so if I cut it right there, it sounds like, oh, they think it's so funny, like, oh, he's, you know, saying that, and a lot of people think that's cringy, so if I add in this part,
You know what? That's fine. I don't even care anymore.
it makes it more raw, and you can tell that we've, like, been trying a lot of times, and it makes it sound like that's just the best we got, and it kind of, makes it less cringy, I guess, which is something that you do have to take into consideration when you're making this. I know it seems like we don't sometimes, but it is something that you have to take into consideration. So I'm actually going to not, like, show this whole thing because I'm sure that Miss Burchik isn't going to want me to do all that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how to do, like, the little intro that I do sometimes. I could also maybe show you how to, oh, I need to adjust the coloring over here. So we're going to do that as well. And I remember which one I did. So that's auto color. I need to add auto contrast right here. And I think auto contrast, yeah, goes on top, and then auto, or on the bottom. Auto levels goes first. So I need to move that here. Yep, there we go. Perfect, perfect. And then we're going to come over here. We're going to do the same thing. I don't think I need that. No. Because I'm supposed to, I guess I never added, oh no, I did. Okay, auto color, and then auto levels. Auto levels is going to go on top, and then we're going to add auto contrast. Boom, just like that.
It's Thursday, February 5th, and this is your...
Sorry, I kind of like got really close to the camera there. I get really focused.
Thursday,
sometimes.
February 5th, and this is your Navigator News.
Boom. Okay. So, I'm just gonna do a couple more things. I'm gonna do the, whatchamacallit, the, adding, whatchamacallits, lower thirds, adding lower thirds. Maybe I should share this with them. I'm gonna share this with the group chat because it's kind of funny. I'm gonna share it with them because it's kind of funny. So then it goes right there, and we're here. Okay, and so now I want to add like an intro. So we're gonna put, I think lunch is supposed to go first. Did we do lunch? Oh, we did do lunch, but it didn't get edited yet. So I'll just show you how to do it with weather for now, because I don't feel like doing all that. Does she talk about the fact that she's wearing... Oh, and see how there's like this white line here? Sometimes that just happens when you're like importing clips. I don't know why. I don't know why. So sometimes that just happens, and the way to fix that, a simple zoom. Usually it's not more than like 101, and boom, it's gone. And, you know, sometimes I might mess you up, but it's fine. Who cares? Who cares, honestly?
54 and a low of 39. Tomorrow will also be quite sunny, with a high of 58 and a low of 39.
I don't like how she's all the way down here, but
Now, let's
sometimes
go
that just
over Kate for the
happens, so.
sports.
Okay, so Nat is really great with how she always leaves me some extra room here for the transition, and she likes to hold. You'll see anchors do that a lot. They'll hold at the end of like what they're doing, so then there's time for the transition, which is, it's good.
For the sports.
See how she holds? Amazing anchor.
Sports.
So boom. And then we'll take out all that. She also will add some extra at the beginning as well. So we'll do like right here. Perfect. And it just gives you that extra room to work with. So if you're ever like editing like a individual kind of segment like that, it's good to leave some extra room there on the side. And so then the intro that I use for weather is this one over here. It's called, I literally think it's called, yeah, okay, so just news intro. And then you come here. It's getting dark outside. I wanted to go outside today. Edit. I just do Wesley Chapel, so here I'll put Wesley Chapel. And then weather. It'll usually auto cap for you, so perfect. That looks fine. I like the color of this. It looks good with the theme. So if, say, they like said, okay, now off to weather, that's when you would put this in. You know what I mean? Ooh. So I might actually have to edit this a little more, because you can see, no, it looks fine. Okay. So usually I would put the lunch first and do the whole lunch one. For the lunch, this is under Essentials Graphics again. For lunch, I usually use the gaming intro, and then for sports, I use the sports intro, but for the sports intro, you can actually, like, change, like, this, like, symbol here, and I learned that recently, so a little embarrassing, but it's okay. And you can, like, switch out which style you want, because it kind of looks like a soccer logo, question mark? I don't know. So it'll open with this, and I have some audios that I kind of just like to use because it's easy. I've been using them for a while. I'll just keep using them. So let's find one that I like. Let's see. Whoa, bro is so good at edit. Insane. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was literally glazing you 2 seconds ago. You missed it. Sorry, Nat typed in the chat. Okay. I think I use all of these ones. I think these are the right ones that I've been using. Yeah, I think they are. Okay. The imports, and then we're gonna find, I think it's this one that I use for the weather. Good God. Please. Okay. So the only reason I moved it down here is so that I didn't have to worry about it like overlapping. I have to remember if that's the one I use for sports or if that's the one I use. I mean, if that's the one I use for lunch or the weather. Okay, no, that's just a background audio. Maybe it's this one. Okay, that's the one I use for weather most of the time. Sometimes, like, you can just kind of tell. Okay. So I kind of line that up with this here. To me, this is honestly actually kind of easier than doing like the transitions, because you don't have to worry about putting it in the right spot, but obviously it does require some work. You don't have to do all this. You can just put a transition and just put this here. I think this just adds a little extra flair. So you'll see it do this. So that's kind of enough. You know what I mean? Like, they know that it's weather. Okay, they get the gist. Okay, so it's gonna go and then we'll do effect controls up here, and then go ahead and click this little level thing here, because you want it to just, that's the keyframe symbol. So this is you keyframing the audio. You don't want to bother with this part unless you like kind of know what you're doing. This will adjust each individual. You can see when this goes, it's separated into 2 parts. It'll adjust, you know, the left and the right side. So you want to come over here to just level, because this will control both of them. And when you click this little button, it'll add a keyframe. So it's like right here in this moment, it's going to be 0, 0, if you're not familiar with keyframes. It's like right here in this moment, it's going to be 0, 0. When you remove this, it just sets the entire thing to 0, 0, which is perfect because that'll make sure that you're getting right at the front at 0, 0. The thing is that this audio is really loud comparatively to like the other stuff. Like you'll hear this. This audio is actually not that bad, but you'll hear towards the end it's going to get really loud.
Thanks, guys. Unfortunately, it seems that
Like no one wants to hear that. So I'm just going to turn it down like maybe -5, just so that I know it's not going to blast anyone's eardrums off. Okay, and then like right here, before we're actually entering into the clip itself, I'm going to add a keyframe and then go down a lot so that we can really clearly hear her talk. Sometimes -30, you just kind of have to play with it. Each audio is different. You'll see it. And so then you'll see from right where that keyframe starts. So right here it's -5, but then right here it's going to be -30. So you'll hear like kind of a transition as it lowers down. And you can do this for increasing, decrease, whatever. I would say though, never go over like +2 max, because when you go that high, it starts to become kind of like just really loud, and like you can hear it kind of peak the spikes, even if it's only at like +2. So you hear how it fades out.
Thanks, guys. Unfortunately, it seems
Honestly, I think I'm going to turn it up a little more, because you can't even hear it like at all. So what I did is I just clicked this button, which will take you back to the previous keyframe or the forward one. So right here is the one that I made.
Thanks, guys. Unfortunately, it seems Groundhog Phil saw his shadow this week. Prepare for a couple more weeks.
Honestly, I might go back to the -20, maybe like a -27.
Thanks, guys. Unfortunately, it seems Groundhog Phil saw his shadow this week. Prepare for a couple more weeks of this cold. Today will be sunny with a chance
She's a little quiet, so I'm gonna maybe turn her up
of
one.
rain.
And we're gonna remove this. Yep. Nat does edit the audio a lot on hers, which is, it's fine, and it makes the audio sound really good, but it does make her quieter than the other ones.
Thanks, guys. Unfortunately, it seems Groundhog Phil saw his shadow this week. Prepare for a couple more weeks of this cold. Today will be sunny with a chance of rain this
So yeah,
morning.
that sounds a lot better, but again, it's just one. It's just one, and it brings it up that much.
54 and a low of 39. Tomorrow will also be quite sunny, with a high of 58 and a low of 39. Now, let's head over to Kate for the sports.
So then it would transition into me doing sports. You know, that kind of thing. But so, like I said, the one that I used for that is this one. But I don't have the sports done yet, so I'm not worried about it. She says, but I didn't edit. You didn't edit? You didn't edit this part? You didn't edit it?
Today will
It
be
really
sunny
does
with a
sound like you
chance of
did.
rain this morning.
Usually you do, though. Oh, why is that so loud? Like this
States of
pledge,
America.
I can tell that the audio hasn't been edited, but right here it does sound like it's
Rain
been
this
edited.
morning, with a high of 54 and a low of 39. Tomorrow will also be quite sunny,
I don't know.
with a high of 58 and a low of 39. Now, let's head over to Kate for the sports.
And then, so I'm just going to cut right on this segment right here, where it cuts to sports intro, remove all the audio. You don't really have to transition there because it doesn't really matter. And then, so you're going to click on this, and you can see right here is the shield designs. This one's a little tacky to me. You can choose. Like, this one's kind of cool, but I like this one. I might actually use this one. No, I want to use this one. And I changed this to, I think, sports recap. Sports. And then recap. And then just change this one again to that like pinkish red. And then we'll do the same down here. Sometimes you'll do, like, you'll see that they're automatically kind of set to like different reds, and look, you can actually see that now. So this is a lot, you know what I mean? Like, this is a lot. It's very bright and in your face, which I don't really like. So you can either go darker, or you can even go like a lighter tone. That's also very in your face. Maybe something like this. That doesn't look bad, you know what I mean? This one's almost too in your face as well. That's good-ish. That might be too light right here. Perfect. See how that looks better than like the really bright? And also you want to see this little part where it says sports or whatever you want it to say. And then I would add the audio for that one as well, which I have like hidden in my freaking downloads. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you let me just double check.
America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
See, I added like this reduced reverb
Now
on
please remain
this.
standing for a moment of
I actually do think this audio has been edited.
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
There's no like hum in the background, which is nice, and which I didn't add, but I do see that it did need some reverb
Now
really
please
to
remain
remove her.
standing for a moment of silence.
This one.
Prepare for a couple more weeks of this cold.
This one has been edited. I think this one has too,
Justice
though.
for all.
Because this one's really quiet, and you can hear.
Phil saw his shadow this week. Prepare for
Yeah, they've both been edited, I think. I don't know. So here we are. So now I'm gonna do lower thirds. So you'll go to Essentials Graphics, and then you're gonna look for, I just do the gaming one, because the gaming one's very simple, and I think it looks cute, it's fine. So you'll add it right here. You'll also see that it's very long. And so you're gonna go here. Also, Nat, I did see your message. Which is why I was trying to talk about it. So here I like to put the like main point, and then down here you can put more info because there's more room to play with. It's smaller text type thing. So you're gonna go title, and then you're gonna type this is Thursday, so Thursday February 5th. Is it getting dark? Okay, it's not that dark outside. I still have time to go outside. Okay, Thursday, February 5th, and then down here, I like to put the two anchors, and I like to put them in order as well. So I'll be like Christian and Zach. Just like that. And I could put their last names, but I just don't really care. Okay, main color, red. We're gonna do the pinkish red. That looks good. And then you'll see that when it like moves on forward, you can see these things pop out. Highlight color, we're gonna do like maybe a red. I always forget which one is which. I think that one I usually do white. And then this one I usually do like a black. Sometimes, I don't know, it really depends on the day. I change it every single time. I always forget what I usually do. But I kind of like it like that because then you can actually see. So what happens here is it takes this main color and it makes it darker for this one, which can make this hard to see sometimes. But I really don't want to do this part white and then also this part white. So that black actually contrasts a lot.
I'm Christian.
And I'm Zach.
Today is Thursday, February 5th. And this is your...
And then, so you see how this extends past that, and then it's also a very harsh cut. So usually what I'll do is I'll bring this back, and then I'll keyframe again. So we're gonna make sure you have this selected, go to Effect Controls, and then you'll see opacity here.
5th. And this is your...
And then we want it to fade out before the clip ends. So we'll do that keyframe thing that we did again with the audio, and then go forward a little bit.
Navigator News.
And then like right here, we'll do it at 0. So that you'll see it fade out. And it just makes it look better. And you only have to do this once because you can just copy and paste this same one.
And this is your Navigator News.
I almost don't like how long that is.
News.
Let's see. Ooh, that's almost too fast. Let's see.
This is your Navigator News.
Don't be surprised if it like lags it a little bit, like your computer. Sometimes it's hard to process the like graphics and stuff.
Your Navigator News.
That kind of looks better almost.
And this is your Navigator News.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. And then I'll cut this part out. And then it will just instantly transition into that.
And this is your Navigator News.
And like I said, I have a habit of rewatching over and over again. Okay. And then, so we're gonna look for like important stuff. If there's a poster, sometimes you can just cut out the anchors and put the poster in. Let me see if there's a part in here where I can do that. Don't get dark outside.
Hey, you know what I found out the other day? We actually are allowed.
So I have the poster from that saved from the other day. You know what? I'm gonna make a part 2 to this. I'm just gonna end this here because I want to go outside. So this is part 1. I went over a rule of thirds, lower thirds, transitions, intros, cutting, green screen, adding the background, adding some music, keyframing, stuff like that. So, in the next one, I will talk about, what was I just about to talk about? Adding in, like, posters and stuff, and then probably the end credits, and I think we'll be about done, which is nice. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully this helped. Hopefully this video isn't too long, so we actually can watch it in class. But it does take a while. This is a long process, but honestly, you can get it done in like 2 class periods sometimes. So, alright. Bye-bye. I'll see you